Hello and welcome back to the Ice Age. We have recently captured the capital, the last city of Nepal. Yeah, this was their capital right here, Kathmandu. But this was their last city. They actually still have one worker remaining. I think this is their last unit. If we destroy or capture this unit, we probably eliminate them from the game completely. And the funny thing is, this war we were at war with them, obviously, and Skyrim was supposed to be helping us. They still have a lot of troops, but they were never able to capture the city. Maybe because they don't have a navy. I mean, look at this. This is a very difficult region to attack. There's a lot of coastal towns. This area is well protected. There's a choke point here that Skyrim is going to have a hard time approaching. We, on the other hand, had a much more open terrain for us. I mean, it's still rough terrain. There's a lot of hills and forests everywhere, but we still managed to approach it, and we took over that city in the previous video. Skyrim, on the other hand, has a much harder time, and they don't have enough range units for some reason. In order to attack a place like this, you need a lot of range units, and they don't have that, which is kind of weird. I think the AI is not very smart when it comes to that. But furthermore, when I was looking at the cities of Skyrim here, they only have 6 cities, first of all, which means they're probably weaker than any other nation right now. I mean, they're very tempting. I really feel like I want to capture their cities. They have so much resources, and they're not handling them very well. Their cities are very low defense, 27, which is relatively low, considering, most capitals. I mean, most of the other capitals in the game have much higher. Look at this. The Sami, for example, which are probably going to win the game. 25 population, 46 defense points. That's a very powerful city, and I think overall it's not a very well balanced faction, because look at this. Look at this style: deer with a CD, which is a unique improvement, I think, for the Sami Civ. Look at this. It's so much food, faith, culture, everything. They have a lot of everything, and 25 population at turn 200. That's a huge amount of population. That is just insane. I mean, usually when I play in other standard civilizations, 25 is something you reach when you are in the industrial era or beyond. We still haven't reached that. In fact, what area are we in right now? Let's see. I think we're somewhere in the Renaissance. Okay, it's not even called Renaissance with the second era, but yeah. So this one is the industrial. We're in the Renaissance, indeed. The third era, which is the industrial. The fourth era, I think, which is the modern, and finally the fifth era. Oh no, wait. So this is the modern. This is the information. What the hell is this one? I don't know. All right, whatever. I mean, clearly, if you have coal, this should be the industrial era, I suppose. But anyways, acoustics. We're about to discover acoustics, and they have already built, by the way, the Sami. They've already built these 3 wonders, except maybe for the Taj Mahal. I think, yeah, but they built everything else. It's insane. And it's kind of strange. In order to reveal coffee, you need chemistry, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, coffee is a very ancient resource. They would use it in Ethiopia and surrounding countries before battles, so that they will be more powerful in combat. But yeah, apparently it's coffee. Anyways, we're gonna leave this. There's a lot to be done. I mean, I was thinking declaring war on the Sami eventually and taking away all the wonders. They have a lot of wonders in this city, but they don't have much powerful military. I think my military is probably better than theirs. But then I thought again, and they're very far away, but these guys are much closer to me, so I think it makes more sense to declare war on these guys instead. Yeah, they have a lot of resources, a pretty decent amount. They don't have any wonders, but I think more cities is good overall for us, especially when it comes to the scientific victory. All right, I'm gonna click next turn now. All right, so this guy has a movement point. Just gonna stand there and do nothing. All right. Now there's a lot of work to be done. I mean, look at this. There's so many unimproved tiles here. We need like 2 more workers. I think we have a worker there already, which is convenient. Yes, of course they built the Uffizi. Well done. Yeah, so we're going to need to do a lot of work here. We need to build like some kind of Inuit over here and make sure these 2 tiles are improved. The deer needs to be improved as well. So we have a worker right next door, actually. But there's a lot of stuff I just noticed that we did not yet repair. We need to repair the cattle here. They want the seals. I'm actually going to refuse. I don't need that. Alright. Now, and there's something weird that happened here. You see, there was the reason why there's such a weird road pattern around here is because of the city. We destroyed the city here, the city ruins, and apparently city ruins count as roads. So we have like this sort of weird road pattern around. We have Met Milan. Okay, so they have cocoa and wine. Alright. The world's busiest people, apparently the people with the highest production. We're in 4th place. All these bastards, they have so much. This is the reason why Harald Bluetooth has managed to build actual wonders, because he has so much production. And this is also the reason why, in the Elder Council, I decided not to suggest the world. I don't remember exactly the name of the. What was it called? The World's Fair. Yeah, I decided not to suggest the World's Fair because we will never be able to achieve this. We have very low production. We need a lot of production in order to get this done. So we did not. This one is apparently the world leader proposal, the Emperor of Tamriel. I think that's how it goes. Anyways, done with that. Let's see, one of our units has a promotion. We're going to go for the rough terrain improvement because we are currently fighting in rough terrain. So this is the road that has been pillaged. I'm actually going to repair this. How did this get pillaged? I have no idea. And we have a Grey General. We're going to move him forward because I believe at some point we will be at war with these guys. So I'm just going to put him there. I'm going to move this one. Alright. So do construct a lumber mill here or... I don't know. You know what? Let's just build the lumber or improve the deer. Yeah, let's improve the deer. Probably a better idea. You're just gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there as well. Move forward. There we go. So let's just move everyone forward. Why not? You guys are gonna stay there because we're gonna, in order to attack Solitude eventually, we absolutely need as many of these navy units as possible. Holy crap, they actually have a unique crossbowman unit. We absolutely need to check this out. We want to see what their abilities are. So yeah, they have a dangerous unit there. Civilizations and leaders. Skyrim, there they are. And they're unique units. Okay, so apparently they have 3 unique units. The warrior, of all things. It's an early game unique unit. It's only for Skyrim. It doesn't appear to be much stronger than anything else. But anyways, we're going to go back. They have a storm cloak. And they have a bunch of unique buildings. Wow. Oh, this is a quite strong civilization, but for some reason they're not as strong as I wanted them to, as I expect them to be. Let's check out the Dawn Guard. Okay, so it's more powerful than the crossbowman, which it places. Use it to advantage across other civilizations with crossbowmen. Okay, so they have 20 range attacks and 13 combat strength. What about the standard? 13, 18. Okay, so it has a slightly stronger ranged attack, and that's it. Nothing else. No unique promotions, at least. Or maybe it was. I just want to go back and check it out. Let's see. Do they have any unique promotions? No, they don't have any unique promotions. They have exactly the same movement speed and everything else. Yes, alright. What else do they have? Let's check out the Storm Cloaks. Gains the Gift of Talos promotion. So where is it? Gift of Talos. Okay, so they heal 25 damage if it kills a unit. Every time it kills someone, it will heal 25 health points, and which is kind of like the Aztecs, the Jaguar Warrior, I suppose. The Gift of Talos. What the hell is this thing? 33% attack and defense on tundra, snow, and forest. Wow. Okay, so these guys are incredibly strong. We need a lot of range units to take them down, and which means we need the artillery. We need to take them down from a distance, and we're gonna have to use that choke point. You remember that choke point there? Yeah, we're gonna have to use this extensively. As soon as they send the storm cloaks against us, we need to defend ourselves immediately. Especially if they manage to keep the storm cloaks alive into the late era, they're gonna have extremely powerful units. I mean, if they upgrade them, you know, the upgraded units will keep the promotion of the early units. All right, so we're gonna repair the castle here. It's gonna take 2 turns, which is fine. You guys are just gonna take a break. We're gonna build a mine. Yeah. Just trying to pause. Alright, I'm back. One of the most challenging things to do when you're playing as the Inuit is to decide where exactly you want to place these Inuksuk here. You want to make sure that you exploit as many surrounding tiles as possible, which is easier said than done. I mean, for example, we placed one here so that all of these tiles will be improved, you know, gain 1 food and 1 production immediately. They're all thunder tiles, of course. So the second one, we have multiple choices here. We cannot build this right here because you cannot build 2 Inuksuks next to each other. They must be separated by 1 tile. So we have two choices here, this one and this one. If we build it here, all of these tiles will gain will be improved. But if we build it here, all of these, so yeah, you will have 1 tile difference. And yeah, so they're actually both quite good. I mean, we could build one here, and all of these will gain the advantage, except this one. Yeah, but at the same time, if we build it here, we will lose this forest. So you know what? I'm actually gonna build it right here. Yeah, screw it. And furthermore, yeah, I feel like this building the Inuk right here was a mistake. I could have built one there, and I made that choice like 2 videos ago or something. And the reason why is because I wanted to improve these as well. So we're gonna have to build an Inuk right here in order to improve the cocoa and the dairy, so they will both become much stronger. And yeah, we don't have any other space for another Inuk apparently. I could have built one right there, but unfortunately we can't. We can't build 2 next to each other. So yeah, it's a spiked loss, and this deer tile is going to be a standard deer tile. It will not gain the bonus from the Inuk, and we're just going to have to deal with that apparently. All right. Let's see. So all of our cities are currently working properly. And by the way, there's another expansion potential for, you know, we might place a city right here. I mean, if we place a city here, it will gain the rice, the wheat, and the fish down there. It can take away the salt and the horses from Kathmandu, which is currently inactive. Actually, the horses, I think, are under control by this one. And here's another thing. I'm thinking we should start renaming our cities. I'm having a very difficult time pronouncing these cities, so I'm just going to rename them. Giving them my trademark names, Vector. Accept. We're gonna have Jayad here. Yeah, look at this. There is no way I'm gonna spend the rest of the game just trying to pronounce these difficult names. Jayad. There we go. Much better. Much better. Iqaluit is fine. Inuvik is fine. Alright, we're gonna keep Inuvik and Iqaluit as it is. This one, yeah, I'm definitely going to change this. We're going to edit. And we're going to call it Rothburn. What else? This one. Yes, of course we're going to name it. What do we call it? I have no idea. What should we call this one? Tyrsis? Oh no, forget that. How about... If only there was a randomize button or something, we could have modified that. You know what, I'm just going to call it Omega. Yeah. Lalitpur is fine. Birat Nagar. Sirmilik is okay. Alright, we're going to rename this one. Birat. That's it. Just make it a little bit easier to pronounce. Yeah, this one's actually quite difficult. What do we name this one? Lalit should be enough. There we go. Alright, so we've renamed our cities. Much easier to pronounce at this point. And alright, we're just gonna click next turn. There's not much we can do at this point. I think we will gain a policy in 2 turns, which is cool. One thing we could do is start building a bunch of workers, I suppose. Anyways, what do you want? We need a bunch of gold from you. As much gold as you can give me. How much teas do we have? Alright, we have a bunch. You want my horses? Sure, okay, I'll give you my horses. Yeah, go ahead. Take my horses. I don't really want to give them any more luxuries, but it's fine. I think, yeah, they should. We need that gold. Really need that gold. Crap! Sweden and the Sami have actually signed a research agreement. The last thing we want is these guys to have a research agreement. No, you idiot! Don't destroy the workers, we want them! Ah, damn it. Alright. Alright, so we have a research agreement of our own. There we go. I'm actually gonna have to destroy this poor bastard before the Skyrim nation does. They're actually moving towards them. Okay, the idiots. Maybe I should have let him pass or something. I don't know. I wanted to take that worker. We could use the extra worker. If only there was a way for us to capture it with our boats. Doesn't seem like it though. Yeah, we can't capture it with a full amphibious attack either. We're gonna have to destroy it the classic way. There we go. That's a bit overkill. We destroyed the worker with like cannons and such. With cannon fire, basically. Alright. We have a lot of good choices here. But I think the best choice is to build another worker. We need to improve that region as soon as we can. Usually I like to have at least one worker for every city. That's just how I feel comfortable, you know. What do we build here? Let's go for the opera house. Build a camp. You're doing nothing. We're gonna build an Inuit right there. Oh, I should have fixed the road. Alright, forget it. We do that later. There's always another chance. You guys can sit by and do nothing. We don't need you. Okay. Trade routes. There's a little bit of micromanagement that goes into this. Do we want their religion to be spread into this city or not? I think we do. But we will be giving them a lot of science, which I don't think I want to do. So there has to be another option, I think. There has to be a better option somehow. Actually, there's no other option apparently. What if there's another... Yeah, there's a city-state right there. Alright, so we're going to send this to Birat. And we're going to establish a trade route between Birat and Sofia. That sounds good to me. Alright. Should fix things along. Hey, we can actually send these to Buenos Aires. You know what? I'm going to send that trade route back here. But the only problem is that this religion was going to start spreading to Jaya, which I don't really want. But then again, we already have like 6 followers here, so I'm not too worried about that one. Yeah, it's fine. Where's the Tribunal Temple? Let's see. It's all the way here. There's Buenos Aires. Actually, there's a bunch of barbarians here, so I'm actually going to avoid this region for the time being. Now I'll send this one to Sirmilik. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm going to send this cargo ship to Sirmilik. We're going to establish another trade route with Sofia. Hopefully. Everybody's going to sit there, do nothing. There you go. Just micromanaging the troops. Telling them all to sit down and do nothing. There we go. I mean, ideally, we should probably be preparing for another war, but look at this. We have very little happiness at this point. Why is our happiness so low all of a sudden? I'm pretty sure we are not raising any other cities. Maybe we lost an ally or something. One thing that would solve the problem, I guess, if we acquire these beaches, they should be in our territory, and our happiness will increase by 4 or something. Or maybe it's because our cities are growing so ridiculously fast. Sure. So here's the thing: the Sami, they're being such dicks right now. They've tried to abandon, to ban one of my luxuries. Look at this. Ban hawkers. Why would you do that? Looks like I'm the only guy who has it. But I'm pretty sure the other nations are gonna disagree with that suggestion. Hey, we have multiple choices here. We can go to Antananarivo. which sounds like a solid choice, but I'm actually going to ignore that because we don't want their religion to spread towards us. Let's go for Sophia. Hopefully there are no barbarians nearby. Hopefully. Alright, let's build an Inuk here. It's going to be a good city. Just stand there and do nothing. There we go. Hey. Sophia, of course. It doesn't give us much gold, but it's fine. As long as we avoid those religions. What else? Could improve this region, but it's not going to be used by Kathmandu anyway, so we don't really need that. Could go ahead and improve some of these hills there. We could build a lumber mill, a couple of hills. Yeah, let's build a hill. Let's build a mine, sorry. Improve the hill with a mine, yeah. What else? There's a marsh here which is very annoying. Build a farm. Hey, do we have any more space for these great works of whatever? Your culture. Do we have any space? No, we don't, apparently. We need a museum in order to make use of these. And we don't have any wonders yet. Ah, man, yeah, we're gonna have to wait with this guy. He's gonna have to stay here in Vector until we have some kind of museum or something. Okay, so we already have the patronage. The lighthouse will definitely fix our happiness problem. So, yeah, the naval tradition plus 1 happiness from all of these standard buildings sounds like a good idea. Let's see, yeah, so it improved slightly. It will improve even more once we start building harbors everywhere. You know, harbors, lighthouses, and all that stuff. I think we have a lighthouse here somewhere. Yeah, we do. Should probably have one. Yeah, there's lighthouse. Plus 1 happiness. Sure enough. It's one of my favorite buildings, actually. I build it all the time. We're gonna have to build another one here, actually. Let's show the queue. There's no queue, apparently. Alright. Lighthouse. There's a horse breeder and a couple of other stuff. Immediately after the lighthouse, we will go for the Unok. Or we can build an Unok somewhere else and then send it over to this city, perhaps? Actually, let's build an Unok right now. Yeah, let's do this. Then after that, we'll add to the queue. There's so much stuff we can build here, actually. The trade company would be nice. Give us a bunch of gold here. Or the Musicians Guild, which is far more important. But you know what? After that, we're just going to add it. Yeah. Trade company. We could build as many of these as we want. Alright, let's assign the delegates. I'm a little bit worried about this one. If it does get passed, we're going to be screwed. We're going to be royally screwed. So I care more about this one, actually. So let's just decrease. Screw, let's go for these scholars and residents. Yeah. Science is more important than happiness, and our happiness is currently in a good place. I'm pretty sure most of the other nations are going to say no to this one. Hopefully. Alright, what do we improve next? Is there any location here where it doesn't have an Inuk ready? Let's see. Nope, there's an Inuk everywhere. There's an unimproved rice tile here. Alright, let's go ahead and improve that rice. I think we should build a farm over it. We'll be able to acquire a great profit when we have 200 faith. We're getting closer. And they built a Taj Mahal, of course. Yeah. They definitely ran away with the game. They have lots of happiness. They have lots of resources. But we do have a lot of luxuries, though. Alright. And a lot of land, definitely. In fact, I think we have more cities than anyone else at this point. Now let's see if the Horker ban is gonna fail or not. We have 2 Horkers under our control. And I think the other civilization which has the Horkers like us will also refuse. Because, you know, I traded one of my Horkers with somebody else. So they're obviously gonna vote against it. I think. Hi, Hrothgar is bankrupt. Okay. Great engineer, good. And we complete the Forbidden Palace. Yes, we have a... Alright, so it looks like it did get passed after all. Wait, we gained a lot of stuff in this turn. Alright, here's what happened. Let's see. Ban luxury was affected, yes, the Horkers. And the Scholars of British. Alright, so it looks like both were passed. Now we're going to have a much easier time. We're going to have a much easier time researching things. Let's see, yeah, you could look at that. Everything now is much cheaper to research, thanks to that particular policy. Once we complete steel, we'll go after... I'm going to go after the Ephesia, I think. Actually, the Ephesia was already built. We should probably be able to build a porcelain tower or something, I don't know. There's a steel mill, there's a soft drink factory, alright. Impressive. Let's go for chemistry. Followed by this. Actually, the seaport is the most important thing right now. It gives us extra happiness and yeah, +1 production and gold from everything. Yeah, we do need that one. Then we go for chemistry. And then we go for, I suppose, the industrialization. We do need that. Followed by the archaeology. We want to reveal those antiquity sites as soon as we can. Plus, we need those museums. Scientific theory will push us along a little bit faster when it comes to science, especially those academy science yields and those public schools. Although we don't have any great scientists at the moment. Do we have any great scientists? I don't think I built anyone. Yeah, we don't have any great scientists. Not yet. So, and freaking finally, we at least have one good wonder. And it's going to help us in our diplomatic victory, I feel like. And we can now propose something. Let's see. We could repeal this. We could try to repeal this. Yeah, and everyone's going to vote in favor. Sweden, Sibir, Argonia, they're all going to say yes to that one. Which will give us back our 4 happiness. The World's Fair, there is no way I'm going to propose that one. Standing army. Skyrim, Denmark, and Norway and Nepal are all going to be annoyed with this one. Alright. Let's just repeal this one. There we go. Everyone's going to be happy. They're going to like me because of it. Now, what do we do with this great engineer? There's a lot to be done, actually. There are many cities that could use this guy. We're going to choose the city with the lowest production. Lowest production values. Right now, I think it's Sirmidic. Yeah, this one doesn't look like it has a lot of production anyways. So... we will go ahead and build it right over the city ruins. Yeah. Alright, let's go for it. Although ideally, I should probably build that guy in my capital. You know what? I'm going to build him in my capital. I just want to make sure that our capital has as many boats as possible. Yeah, we're going to move him back. Screw it. Man, they have quite a large army there. We need to protect ourselves somehow. Alright, so what do we build now? We will go for the standard focus. Default focus, yes, of course. So yeah, looks like we don't have a lot of production in this city. We do need that great engineer. We're going to put him back here. Then we build the opera house. We will add the bank to the queue, because it's always useful. But you are going to go down to improve the fish. We have a new worker. We're going to use him to build an Inuit right here. Yeah, just fill up all these spaces. You gotta build one here. I feel like we need some more troops. There are lots of good choices, but a caravel stands out. Let's build a caravel. We could use this caravel eventually when we assault Solitude, I guess. We could use it to capture the city. I could use like one more caravel or something. You're gonna stand there because you are absolutely useless. I could give, yeah, we're gonna wait until we have the museums, which is a very long time from now. I mean, it's very tempting to start the Golden Age, but why would we do that? It's not very useful for us. I'm just gonna keep this guy around. So Nepal is still alive, apparently. I think they have some kind of naval unit somewhere in the world. Alright, it's one turn until the resistance is gone from this city and we can start controlling it. Man, I'm very thankful that the that weird resistance bug was gone. Is gone, yeah. They have some concerns about my warmongering. I don't care, to be honest. Good, these guys, they don't care about my warmongering, which is nice. And they're all happy about my proposal to the world, to the Elder Council, which is good. These guys are also happy with my Elder Council proposals. Yeah. I always look out for the well-being of my fellow nations. Not like these guys who are always just building everything and not caring whatever the other people think. And they're of course spreading their religion everywhere. One thing I'm worried about is that they might actually send their missionary into one of my cities. The good thing is we're very close to having a great prophet, which we absolutely need at this point. Akavir. Well, hello. You will be going back. Where did we send you? Yeah, probably send you in this one. Yeah. Right. Is there any other open space? Alright, so we could use this. Complete the fishing boats. There we go. Alright, we absolutely need that lighthouse, but it's very close to being completed. So it looks like our cities are growing very, very fast. Which is why we need to keep our happiness under control by any means necessary. I think there's a building we could use called the racetrack or something. Yeah, we should probably start building the racetrack as well. Let's see, where is it? The racetrack. There it is. So we could build them everywhere. They will actually give us one more gold. Sounds very convenient. We're gonna add that to the queue. Or once the turn processing is done. Sure. Would be nice if you could accept my embassy, I suppose. It looks like they don't have maybe they don't have a city, that's why. Yeah. Fine. I didn't even realize they were still at war with me. Apparently they were. Alright, so we're meeting more and more city-states, which is good. We absolutely need them. We'll try to control the Elder Council as soon as we can. Let's go for this one. Come on, get that fish. Damn it, the AI is refusing to get that one. And I'm trying to buy it, but the game won't let me. I want to buy the fish. Damn it, alright. Ah, man. Okay, textile. Silk, +2, sheep and cotton. We only have sheep. So I'm actually going to ignore this. But we can build this as many times as we want, I think. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyways, let's build a monument. Actually, we also need the granary. I'm surprised there is no granary here yet. And the store, because it only takes one turn. Very cheap. Then the Colosseum. And I think actually let's go for the harbor as well, because we are trading with one of the city-states. And we're going to try to build a harbor here as well, because this city is currently disconnected. Alright, there we go. The harbor. And sewer would be nice, followed by a library. we're just going to develop these cities slowly and gradually. So the camp is complete. Oh, of course, they built the Himeji castle. More defensive bonuses. They're gonna, yeah, 53 defensive points for this city. There's no one gonna be able to capture this by any means necessary. Ah, man. So frustrating. They have so much freaking territory as well. Yeah, it's like they have the Great Wall of China. They have the bunch of defensive wonders and defensive buildings and a very high population. This city is immortal. Okay. And apparently Kiev was my ally and I had no idea. Nice, well done. They actually destroyed them. Maybe they should send these crossbowmen after the actual encampment and just get it over with. And hey, look at that, it's actually located in the snow. A snowy city. Alright, let's get back to business. First thing we gotta do, the workshop. Then we're gonna add to the queue. Yes, circus, one of my favorite improvements. And then what? You know, let's go for the windmills. It's gonna be a good production city overall. There you go. We now have a decent amount of production in the capital. Dude, come on. Alright. Just to make things build a little bit faster. There are so many national wonders, but we can't build them yet. Let's go for the racetrack. Yeah, that should be it. Don't need anything else. Alright. We're gonna have to fix the road. I don't think we need that. Oh, he has all of my luxury resources apparently? Okay. And he has so much freaking gold. I feel like I don't want to give him too much. I feel like he has way too much already, so... Alright, let's take a look at the others. Harad Bluetooth had some copper. Or in this case called corundum. I'm gonna try to trade with him again. This guy wants my salt. And he doesn't have my mud crabs either. Alright, I'm gonna get back to you again. Just give me a minute. Alright, so the courthouse. Once the courthouse is built, I think our happiness will be restored. A little bit. Yeah, how much unhappiness from occupied cities? Wow, 16. Okay. That's quite a lot of unhappiness from a small city with 5 population. Alright, look at this. Our happiness is gonna jump immediately after we finish this. Actually, it didn't jump very much, but yeah, it's fine. We're gonna repair the roads. We're gonna send this caravel right here. Alright. Let's go for the racetrack. Followed by the opera house and the bank. And the barracks, I suppose, should be nice. Yeah. Apparently we can build this as many times as we want. It's not affected by the... There is no limitation to how many times we can build this. Followed by the racetrack, of course. And... I don't think we need anything else. Alright. First things first, the monument. Apparently monuments are the first thing to be destroyed every time you capture a city. Followed by the shrine. And sure, the granary. And the barracks, because we're actually going to be at war at some point. So we need to produce some troops here, I suppose. yeah, so this is the city that's actually producing the extra unhappiness. Okay. 185 turns at resistance. Great. This city alone is producing how much? 12.38 unhappiness from the city alone. Yeah, that's a lot. That's very annoying. Anyways, we have a lot of luxuries, so... And anyway, we completed the Nuksuk. Fantastic. It would have been nice if you can build these over ice or something. I think the Inuit should be able to move over ice, but apparently the game is scripted in such a way that it is impossible for units to move over ice, except unless you're a submarine or something. But I think workers should be able to move over ice, at least for the Inuit. Okay, what do we do next? I wanted to build the Inuk in one of these tiles, but right now it's just not available to us. So we're gonna build a lumber mill here. Alright, you have nothing to do. We're gonna build an Inuk here just for the fun of it. Yeah, at some point our territory is gonna spread, so we can build more Inuks all over the place. And at some point it's going to be very tempting for us to build another city here. Although we don't gain much, we just gain another Hawker and another Steel or something. I mean, the mountains are worth it, but by themselves they're not very important. Would be nice to have mountains, I guess. Speaking of which, are there any mountains anywhere here? Absolutely no. Yeah, there's one mountain down in the south. Oh, I actually forgot to exchange some of those luxuries. Crap, okay. Wow, that's a lot of gold he's offering. Alright, I'm actually going to accept this time. I feel like my cities are too close to each other, that their tiles are overlapping. And, yeah. Alright, so once we have the lighthouse, this city is going to be much stronger.